Africa is rich in food. Our markets are filled with chili, onion, tomatoes, and powerful spices grown on our soil. But every year, tons of these precious crops rot in the sun because we lack the facilities to process, package, and preserve them. While we waste, we import spices from outside the continent, paying a high price for what we can produce better, fresher, and cheaper ourselves. In this 300-minute masterclass, I'm going to show you exactly how to start a powerful, scalable, and highly profitable food processing business right here in Africa. Africa is blessed with fertile land and abundant fresh produce. We grow rich tomatoes, fiery chili, and flavorful onions. But every year, thousands of tons go to waste because they are not processed or preserved. Meanwhile, we import powder spices from outside the continent, paying high prices for what we can make ourselves. Today, I will show you how to start a successful tomato, chili, and onion powder business in Africa, from farm to factory to shelf. You'll learn what machines you need, how to set up your factory, and how to market your product like a pro. Let's build Africa's food processing future, starting with you. We'll focus on turning locally grown chili, onions, tomatoes, garlic, and other spices into powder form, packaging them professionally, and selling them in the local and international markets. From machines to marketing, from raw materials to branding, we cover it all. Let's stop the waste. Let's start processing. Let's take Africa's food future into our own hands. 40 to 60% of harvested produce is lost due to a lack of processing. Farmers lose money and consumers lose access to local products. High reliance on imports of processed food and spices. Processing creates jobs, preserves food, reduces imports, and boosts income. High demand for packaged spices, chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, curry blends. Supermarkets, restaurants, hotels, households want clean, well-packaged local options. Export potential to African diaspora in Europe, U.S., Middle East. School feeding programs and NGOs increasingly prefer packaged local spices. There is strong demand in Africa and abroad for packaged spices. If you make clean, good quality powders and put them in attractive packaging, many people will want to buy, especially supermarkets, restaurants, and even people living overseas who miss African flavors. Understand the market opportunity. 15 minutes. Packaged spices are used daily in African homes, restaurants, and food factories. Huge demand in supermarkets and for export. Local production reduces costs, creates jobs, and earns profit. Tomato, chili, and onion powders are used in almost every dish. From jollof rice to soups and sauces, these powders are a kitchen essential. If you can make clean, good quality products, you'll never run out of customers. Sourcing raw materials, 15 minutes. Partner with farmers or cooperatives for a steady supply. Buy in bulk during harvest season. Use fresh, ripe, clean produce. Tomatoes and onions are cheap during harvest. This is the best time to buy and stock for drying. Washing machine, to clean produce. Dryer or dehydrator, removes moisture, solar, electric, or gas-powered. Grinder or pulverizer, crushes dried items into powder. Sifter, removes lumps and makes the powder smooth. Blender, optional, for mixing spices. Packaging machine, fills and seals bags or bottles. Labeling machine, applies branded labels. Start with simple machines if your budget is low. You can scale late sort and wash fresh tomatoes, chili, and onions. Slice them thinly. Dry in a dehydrator or under the sun. Grind into fine powder. Sieve for smooth consistency. Package in clean food-grade bags or jars. Label and store in a cool, dry place. Make sure the product is 100% dry. Moisture causes spoilage. Use resealable, food-safe pouches or plastic bottles. Design a colorful, clear label. Include name, ingredients, expiry, and contact info. Consider eco-friendly packaging for premium appeal. Register with food agencies like NAFDAC, Nigeria, FDA, Ghana, or KEBS, Kenya. Test your product in a food lab. Follow hygiene and safety protocols. Local sales. Sell to markets, supermarkets, schools, and restaurants. Offer free samples and bundle deals. Online sales. Use Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp for business. Partner with food bloggers and influencers. Export. Reach African diaspora in Europe and the U.S. Partner with export agents or African stores abroad. Bonus tip. Offer spice kits, tomato, chili, onion combo packs for convenience. Small setup, $5,000 to $15,000 monthly production cost, $3,000 expected monthly revenue, $7,000 to $12,000 profit margin, 30% to 50%. Add garlic, ginger, curry powder to your product line. Build distribution teams across cities. Supply wholesale to hotels and restaurants. Export under your own African spice brand. When you start a tomato, chili, and onion powder business, you're not just starting a business. You're creating value for the entire community. You're buying from local farmers, giving them steady income. You're hiring staff, sorters, packagers, marketers. You're reducing food waste, and you're creating a product that can compete with imports. This is how real change starts, when we take control of our own food system. If you're just starting out, don't be afraid to begin small. You can set up a mini processing center right at home. Start with these basic tools: solar dryer or drying net manual grinder, kitchen sieve, heat sealer, stick-on labels. It won't be perfect, but it will get you started. You can produce 10 to 20 kilograms a day and grow from there. People don't just buy products, they buy trust. Always be honest with your labels. Post behind-the-scenes videos of your factory or home setup. Show your hygiene and drying process. Share customer reviews and cooking demos using your product. This builds credibility, especially if you want to export. Post 3 times per week on Instagram and Facebook. Use hashtags like African spices, tomato powder, chili business. Offer giveaways. Run short cooking videos using your powder. Partner with chefs and food content creators. People buy with their eyes. Make your packaging and presentation shine. Every successful business starts with one bold decision. The demand for spices is growing. The opportunities are massive, and the tools to succeed are now in your hands. Exporting your powder products can multiply your profits. Make sure your factory is registered and certified. Label in both English and French if needed. Meet packaging and ingredient standards of the target country. Work with export agents and join trade fairs. Start by sending samples to African stores abroad and build relationships from there. Every successful business starts with one bold decision. The demand for spices is growing. The opportunities are massive, and the tools to succeed are now in your hands. Don't let doubt or fear stop you. Take what you've learned here, start where you are, and commit to building Africa's next spice empire. Don't let doubt or fear stop you. Take what you've learned here, start where you are, and commit to building Africa's next spice empire. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. If you believe Africa can feed itself and the world through value-added products, then take the first step today. Imagine walking into a global supermarket and seeing spice jars labeled "Proudly Made in Africa." Imagine farmers no longer struggling to sell surplus crops, but earning more because they're part of a powerful value chain. Imagine young Africans building factories instead of looking for jobs. That vision is possible, and it starts with action. Start your spice processing business today, one step at a time, 1 kilo at a time. Because Africa's transformation will be built on businesses like yours. Like, share, subscribe, and download our free startup guide with supplier contacts, packaging templates, and marketing samples. Your journey starts now.